You posted on the corner with yours truly incognito.
Hey, good sis, DJ Mrs.
DJ Mrs. One thing I love about adulting.
Come on.
It's home, like renovations, just taking care of your business.
And one thing I love is seeing Black love being promoted all over on TV in a positive way.
From married to real estate. We got Egypt and Mike joining us.
Hey now. Listen, we just happy that we woke up this morning, okay?
On the corner. I'm posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
No, that's right.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So you guys work together, you raise a family together, you got this show together. How y'all keep the spark alive with all this work going on?
Man, listen. you don't know me? That ain't what you said about 10 minutes ago. So
Don't tell them what happened in the elevator.
they got cameras.
So that's how y'all keep the spark alive.
Look, see, we have date days, we have date hours, we have date few minutes.
In the
Feel what I'm
pantry?
saying? We got to make
It's
sure.
a little too much.
We just got to make sure. Look, we adults. Adulting. That's the first thing they said.
Come
It's
on.
all about making sure we work. Because if
Right.
we don't work, none of this business we doing is going to work. You
We
feel what I'm saying?
flirt a lot. I'm his girlfriend,
I love
and he's
that.
my boyfriend. 21 years later,
Facts.
it still works because we still us.
Yeah,
That's
you know what? Like I
beautiful.
say all the time, I have to continue the like. Like people forget how big that word is. Because if you don't like the person, you might love them, but you don't like them, you don't really want to be around them. So we make sure we continue to like each other. So I love you is that stronger.
Except on Wednesdays. For some reason, it's
Today
the hump
Wednesday.
day.
What you talking
Hump
about?
day is fight day.
Shoot.
Hump day is get it all out day. Like, just what you want to say on Monday? Just say it today because it's fight day.
Facts.
We're talking married to real estate. What's something that you all have learned about each other while on set?
While on set, I mean, so we do this on and off the cameras. So there's nothing that we don't know just because the show came about, right? Unless you found out something that you ain't know.
Just no. Like, no.
We're together 24/7,
Yeah.
literally. You know, I mean, we give each other space, to have our free time and continue to be us, but we're together.
This is what I
What'd
will
you
say.
learn? Let me hear.
When the cameras started following us 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? I did notice that you started like trying to dip your foot more into my lane, into design. And that was a little annoying.
If you don't, what?
You did. He never used to challenge me. It was like,
that's
just
a
give me
lie.
the design deck.
That's
Just
a
give me
lie.
the design
Look,
deck.
Exactly.
That's a lie.
Give me the elevations. Tell me what we're doing. Bam.
That's a
and then
lie.
the cameras on, and all of a sudden it was like, don't you think we should do this to the wall? And I'm like, where did that come from? You never
Okay,
used
so
to do
since
that.
we started filming, I noticed you start be lying a lot more about that right there.
No, that's right. So y'all, what do y'all feel like is the biggest misconception that people get about real estate right now?
The biggest misconception
About real estate
About real estate, so-
specifically? Well, I think the question that I always get is it a good time to buy?
Right.
What's happening? Or I'm going to just sit on the sidelines because I heard interest rates are up. So no, it's not a good. Listen, real estate has been, always will be the foundation of wealth. I don't care who you are. If you got any kind of money, a good portion of your portfolio and your wealth is in real estate. Why? Because it's always going to be supply and demand.
For sure.
We're never getting any more of this earth. So you got to get you some of it.
Get you some.
Yeah. So
Here's
I would think that's probably it.
Here's a misconception I think I'm seeing a lot lately, especially with all that's going on in the world, is that it's impossible. It's impossible to own a piece of real estate at this point in time, right? A lot of people have given up on themselves because they're losing their jobs. Tariffs are going all crazy. Things are happening. UPS just announced that they're getting ready to lay off all these folks. So to them, it's like it's impossible. And a lot of them are coming from a standpoint to where their credit isn't good, right? Or they're not set up properly, or they just don't know how to get in, and they keep telling themselves it's
don't
impossible.
show, and don't care about what's
What's
going
going
on in the ghetto.
So I want the person listening right now to know that it is possible. You are possible. You just got to take the right steps,
Right.
Fix
so
your
what's
credit,
some
save your
advice-
money.
Right. That's what I would say. So what's some advice that you would give to somebody that wants to buy land or buy a home, but their credit isn't good? What's some There's some core advice on where this is where you
Boom.
can start.
Yeah.
It's a starting point for everybody. I don't care what your price point is or what your circumstances. There's so many programs out here right now for, no credit, low credit, no down payment. Like there's so many programs that are still out here right now. But here's a strategy that I would recommend everybody do. Like, if you're out here and you're just about to buy your first property, make it a multi-family. Get you like a quad. Live in one unit and have renters in the other 3. You only have to live in it for 1 year. That's it. And you can purchase that with 3% down. They qualify you. Your rental units qualify you. You don't have to earn enough to have purchased a quad. So now you're living for free, right? Then you turn around after a year, occupy that with a renter, duplicate it. Do that 3 times. And that's your retirement plan right there. Just never sell them. That becomes your retirement plan. And then by the time you move into the house you want to own, you pay for it in cash based upon the equity of the others. So that's what I would do. If I had it to do all over again, it would be just quads. Do it 4 times.
In addition to that, make sure you befriend a great handyman,
Name
carpenter,
Mike.
etc. to make sure that property is maintained. You feel what I'm saying? But all
that's
good
great
points.
advice. That's great advice.
Egypt and Mike is here. Egypt and Mike is here from Married to Medicine with yours truly.
No, we're not. We're
We
married to
ain't-
real
we-
estate.
we need some
don't know
medicine,
nothing
but
about
we ain't from
medicine.
medicine.
I didn't say that, did I?
You said married to medicine. You said married to medicine. It's all
Married
good.
to real estate. Egypt and Mike is here. Yours truly
We're
is
going to come up in
Incognito.
here shaking tables. We're going to be shaking tables and flipping stuff over.
Don't make me turn red. Egypt, don't make me
See,
turn red.
that's what you get for getting avocados from Waffle House.
And what do you call acai bowls? He said acai bowls.
Now I gotta get a y'all beat. What's y'all favorite song together?
Favorite song
Ooh, Kendrick
together?
Lamar.
What do you mean favorite song together?
They not
Like,
Together, like what's the
They
song
not
that y'all
like
like? Ooh,
us.
this us, y'all.
They
Ooh,
they
not
not
like
like us
us.
right now.
They
Yeah,
not
for
like
sure.
us.
Yeah.
That's y'all motivation.
Yeah.
That's it. We pump
Yeah.
turn the
But-
window, roll the windows down, turn the radio
But
up.
here's our go-to joint that a lot of people are not familiar with: Rascal Flats.
You
right?
went country on them.
Babe, come on, that's our
Which
joint.
Rascal Flatts song?
Which Rascal Flats song?
God bless the broken road.
Come on.
Have you ever heard it?
Bro,
That's
I'm gonna
our
tell you
story.
right now.
That's our story.
Forget about it being a country record, right? Take it. I mean, we in that country atmosphere right now.
Right,
with every
right. Boots on the
cowboy.
ground.
Listen
Put
to
a
the
pin in
listen
that
to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics. It was literally our story, and we used it as our wedding song.
Love it.
Bruh,
So
it's
here's
amazing
crazy.
record.
Black wedding.
Black wedding, y'all dancing Rascal Flatts.
SWV performed.
And this is before
Right,
the
at our
whole
wedding,
Cowboy Carter
This is
situation.
before everything,
All
right?
that.
New York, black wedding, whole thing. And all of a sudden, our first song comes on. And everybody's like, oh, they messed it up. They're playing the wrong song. Because the country song comes
And then you
on.
and they like,
And
come
then
on.
and we're dancing and singing to each
Singing
other.
every word.
And you
I
see
love that.
when we watch the tape back, everybody's like, crickets, crickets. And then they were like, oh, that's a nice song.
Yeah, because
It's the
I feel like
language.
what
It's
people
some-
gotta
bruh.
realize when it comes to your first dance at wedding, I love DJing weddings because usually the first dance, I love when they got something off
Yes.
the record,
Yes.
off the radar. It's not your normal Eric Benet
Uh-huh.
or her or things
Yep.
like that because that's how I know, like, oh no, that's y'all jam.
What's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be
It's
your
not
what's your
for
wedding
everybody.
song? Have y'all come up with what your wedding song is?
I would like for my first dance to be "To You Are My High." Charlie Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a dope record.
That's gonna be my leading lady's choice. We
Okay.
have a songs that we can choose from. Currently about my high school sweetheart for
Okay.
20 years.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
We got to go through 20 years of music.
Okay.
For sure, because y'all gotta
Okay.
start all the way from the beginning.
So I actually want performances there. We,
Man, I
we
want
just
performances.
interviewed
Nice.
Jagged Edge. not
Jagged
too long
Edge has
ago.
to be in my wedding.
Oh,
Okay.
let's get
Okay.
married.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that was
one.
a good
That's
one.
a
That
good
was
one.
everybody's wedding song for a
I
long
need the
time.
spectrum of Jagged Edge, Kurt Franklin, and Pastor Troy. All in one.
I like that though. I like
feel
that
me?
though. Took them on road because we had SWV. Well, we had.
Fire.
Well, they
and
put,
we-
no, I surprised you. That was
You
that
did
was.
surprise me.
He didn't know they were going to be performing at our wedding.
fire.
But we used to always, when the song "Week" came
Uh-huh.
on in the car, that was like the date song. When it came
Yeah.
on in the car, it was like, I get,
Sad.
and we would get rowdy in the car.
Uh-huh.
So I had them come perform at the wedding. He didn't know.
Yeah.
So he heard the song playing and thought it was just going to be like our second dance song, but then they were performing it in the back. He didn't know.
Yeah, it was
That
dope.
is
It was dope.
Married to real estate.
Uh-huh.
Egypt and Mike is here. Posted on Coral George, Incognito DJ Mrs. Who's more than likely to have a "I told you so" moment after the perfect renovation?
Me.
What?
Me.
What?
Me. You be
But
like,
I know
babe.
you felt
You
each
like,
of
babe.
eyes burning
Look,
into
look, babe. Look, you, meaning her over here designing stuff. I'm telling you, just do that. Because she has a thing about aesthetics. Everything always has to be balanced. And after it's said and done, I'm like, that didn't fit. And then you make me do it. Get it right, right? Look, y'all
I'm just
can't
letting
y'all can't
go.
see her face,
I'm
but
just
she's
gonna let him
stunned.
go. because
I'll be the
he's
one to be like, I
believing
told
his
you so.
story right now. Y'all watch the show.
What's your? Oh, okay, good. Look, you ain't got no version.
Michael.
What's a real estate trend that y'all wish would go away?
Oh,
A
real
real
estate? Are
or
you saying
design
real estate or
trend?
design trend?
Either or.
Either or.
I would say design trend is, people's first go-to now is just taking out walls. They don't even check to see if the wall's holding up the house. Just on the concept. They just get sledgehammers and just start knocking down walls. And a year later, the house is falling down. No, I like defined spaces. I think you can have an open flow, but not everything has to be open because now you just have an event space.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would say that rooms still need definition.
I would say this for real estate, for design, for construction, for life. Stop trying to cut corners. I can't tell you how many times people were like, you know what? Construction wise, just do this. Nobody's gonna see that. No, but if I do that, it won't be up to code, and it might fall apart on you in a year or so. Design wise, well, that designer costs too much. I'm gonna get Joe Smo.
You get
then
what you
they
pay
end
for.
up paying
What you
for
pay
another
for.
designer, so you're paying
Yeah.
twice. In life in general, you get how that goes, but it's like stop trying to cut corners and do it right the first time. We say in construction, measure twice, cut once.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the same thing goes with everything else.
How do y'all manage to stay grounded in a field that's constantly changing?
This is going to be a funny answer. I literally ground. No, I really do. Don't I, Mike? I go out
she
in the
done
morning
purchased
barefoot.
2 grounding mats,
I got
a grounding
mats
sheet
in the house.
Come on.
that
I
plugs in the
sleep
wall.
Sleep on
It
the
only plugs
grounded
into the
sheet.
ground, but yeah, she be
No, but
grounded.
it's important. That's where we get our energy from. It's like it revives your cells in your body, and you
That's
eat
it.
acai bowls. So you understand? acai bowls. We found out it's Brazilian, guys. By the way, it's not Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Mike, I have a question for the youth, right?
Yeah.
With this up and coming culture, we have a lot of guys that are into sports or
Mm-hmm.
into music or entertainment. Why is it imperative for young melanated men to consider construction?
Man, let me tell you something. I would advise every single parent, every household with both parents to get your kid in some type of workshop because one, the trades are lacking, skillful men, and just lacking bodies in general. I mean, it's statistically proven. It was the plumbers, the electricians. They need at least 6,000 plumbers right now, 6,000 electricians. So not only that, I can't tell you how many of my fellow peers or just in general when I go to these properties sometimes, and they're like, my grown husband don't know how to change a doorknob, right? Not that it's
That's not
your
sexy,
thing.
by the way.
However, it's
not
just we're
sexy.
getting to a point in time where it's going to be required soon. You feel what I'm saying? To where you're going to need to learn how to fix some of this stuff yourself because you're losing your job. You can't afford to have someone come do it, and you don't know how. So, I mean, between the YouTube universities and all this other free stuff, like I think we're getting to a point to where it's going to be a necessity. And I think as black men, as Latin kids, black kids, we lack that opportunity. We don't have the workshops. It's taken out of the schools. That's how I learned most of my trades in school for free. They don't have that anymore, right? So I think it needs to be brought back to all of the schools, starting from grade level all the way up. You teach them as they progress how to do it. I think it's necessary. We don't have mechanical school in schools no more. I mean, I think it's a necessity.
But let me throw this out there too, because I think there's certain trades that are considered blue collar, and so they're not the sexy trades.
Yep.
Let me just say, there is something incredibly intoxicating about a man in a tool belt.
All right, Erica, bring me my tool belt.
There's something incredible. Like when you're a woman, you got a problem in your house and you can't figure out what's going on with the technology and
your
what's
man
going on with
say,
the
"Don't worry,
Wi-Fi and why does the alarm keep going off and why doesn't the dishwasher work and and he could just come and press a button and he
And
knows
it's
and
working?
oh, that's so sexy. You could catch it. You could
Now we
catch
see
it.
why she got you,
But
dog.
lock you down.
here's the thing, and this is also proven. Like right now, the new millionaires are tradesmen.
Yep.
It used to be.
Well, it's not new.
Can I finish my sentence, Michael Jackson?
Go ahead.
So but I'm saying it used to be. Oh, you're a businessman, you're a serial entrepreneur. Oh, you work on Wall Street. Oh, you do this and do that. Those were the millionaires, and trades
Right.
were. It was like, oh, well, you must make this amount of money.
Right.
No, electricians. Buku. Perfect
Yeah.
example. Our girl Shamia from
Yeah.
Real Housewives. Her
Yes.
husband is a master electrician,
Literally.
multi-millionaire. Where they
Yeah.
live in like a $8 million house.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I
home.
love that she showed that. I
Yep.
love that. You know, HVAC contractors, people who own companies like that. I mean, making $3 million plus a year. So these are very sexy careers
For
to
sure.
have. Ladies, get you a blue collar worker, please, and stop fronting chasing these basketball players. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
I gotta add to that
Sexy
though,
chocolate.
because of the young man or the young girl. And by the way, there's a lot of females in the trade, a lot, and they are doing their thing, and they own some companies as well. But on the lower level, right, to the male or the young man listening or the young girl listening, is that, you know, to speak to the sexy part of it, blue collar does not mean you're beneath anyone. You feel what I'm saying? That's just a label society put on it, right? Some of the guys that you may see sitting on the corner eating lunch in a hard hat, trust me, they are caking. Matter of fact, I just met one the other day. Dude was like, I do this because it makes me happy. However, I got 2 businesses over here. I own this. I got 3 Maseratis. Now, if you saw them, though, but you'd be like, oh, you start judging them. But don't judge a book by the cover.
No,
You feel what I'm saying?
welders. Yeah, I remember this. Remember New York City? We were in New York City, and you were on one of the jobs. You were looking a little busted when you came to meet me at the radio station up there.
Yeah.
And it was the talk of the radio station. Like, Egypt is dating this welder guy. Okay. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you're dating this rapper with
Ain't
bad
nothing going
credit and, you know,
Feet
driving
riding
his
up under the
leased
grill.
car and all of that.
Child.
He was making like $350,000 a year. Yeah, he was dirty because he was working.
That man had to get up and
real
go to
job.
work.
Now,
Good
I'm
credit.
gonna let you know this. In New York City, it was local 28, and it's probably even higher now. The tradesmen in New York City, mind you, got taxes and everything. But before I left, I was at $85 an hour. You feel what I'm saying? So
And that was 20-something years ago.
exactly. So who knows what it is now? But I'm just saying, again, you can't judge, or you can't feel like I don't want to do this because it's too hard, because it is a hard trade. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm talking about across the board. But once you learn that skill set, no one can take it from you. You can start your own company anytime you want to. You will always have an ability to make money. I never stop getting calls. Literally. Even when the show airs, the calls go crazy. But when I do right by one person, the calls never stop. You feel what I'm saying? So
sure.
anything you want to do, you can do if you're doing that business. Anything.
Love that. So shout out to HGTV. I love that they give our people a platform to do something that we don't really get to see our people do a lot. And I think that's dope. So what is one of your greatest memories so far working with HGTV?
Greatest memories?
What greatest
I would.
memory?
I
Rock the
honestly,
block.
I was
Rock
going
the
to say
block.
win and rock the block, you know, because we didn't think we were going to win that, or should I say we didn't know. But I mean, the fact that we have our own show is a great memory.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Okay.
I think that's huge.
So I've been with them 14 years, right?
Yeah.
This is my 4th show. This is now Mike's 3rd show because he's hosted HGTV Smart Home by himself with another woman. He cheated on me, y'all. No, he hosted it with another
See,
woman.
now they about to take that soundbite
That's
right
right.
there.
I know.
We're not posting on the phone.
I'm joking. I was very proud of him. But no, I had to think back. But I think Rock the Block because, I mean, we were putting in real work. We were
Yeah.
doing until 5
It's all
a.m.
real
every
work.
morning.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, even the camera's gone, cold as I don't know what, in Charleston. In the middle of the night, and we still out there with spotlights working. We were like, if we don't win this damn competition, nobody's winning. We're gonna burn all these houses down if we don't win.
I love that.
So first question, who is most likely to go over budget? Because I know when you go through the show, you gotta have your budget right. This is what we're gonna see.
Why are
who
you
is.
being so aggressive?
I guess you know who that answer is. The interior designer.
It's usually your interior designer. They be like, I see this, but I really think
You're being so conflictual.
Well, here is one. How do you guys balance the difference between what a client might want and their needs, like 10 years from now? Because they might like, hey, I want that, but you're like, no, this is what
that's
you're
not how
gonna
it's
need.
going.
Yeah.
I mean, I would always, I like to stretch folks. I'll let them tell me what they want, and then I show them a version that's going to be more classic and timeless. You know, I don't like trendy stuff. And then people often ask, even in interviews, like, what are the trends? I don't know. I don't follow them. You
Period.
know what I mean? I
Right.
go for classic, things that are going to stand the test of time. And that's usually the same approach that we do with our clients.
I mean, on a construction standpoint, my thing is it legal, right? And is it actually going to sustain or be stable or create stability? Outside of that, if she creates it, we can do it, you know? But it's always about what is your true finance, right? What is your budget? Can you really afford it? Because you can want the bells and whistles, but we may have to give you a different version of it.
We'll give you the Lux for Less version. Yeah.
I like that.
What can your fans expect from this upcoming season?
Oh boy!
I think this is the best season yet. Do
I
you?
think
We hadn't
so.
even talked about that.
I really think it is the best season, and we put in our most work this season. I mean, here's the thing. We faced a lot of trials and tribulations with this season, meaning, you know, things showing up late, mishaps, permit situations.
That was a big one this
and
season,
I think
permits.
the devil is playing really hard because he understands how great this show is, right?
sure.
And we've been attacked more than ever this
Yeah.
season, like in the
Really?
press.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh. What? Right now, yesterday they had headlines. Egypt and Mike on the rocks.
Yeah, so we're going to go lay on some rocks
We're gonna go lay on some
tonight.
rocks and show folks.
That's how you do
We're
that.
gonna lay on the rocks, be like this.
And then say, this ain't no AI.
This is good. So, what was the other? I mean, there's so many headlines that come out that sometimes I'll call him and be like, you know anything about this? He's like, no. I'm like, here they go again. And so,
Right.
but what do they say? You know, let them talk. Just spell my name right.
Period.
That's it.
Yeah.
Man, season 4, Wednesday nights at 9.
Yes.
Married to Real Estate.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank
We're talking
you.
about legacy in motion, right? What does the word legacy mean to you?
Legacy, generational wealth. It's thinking beyond yourself. It's thinking 5 generations, down, being able to do and make decisions today that are going to make life easy and allow for wealth to be in abundance, at least 5 generations down.
Yes, definitely. Legacy is not just finances or monetary value, right? It's your character. Because I have this thing, be the energy you seek to exist. So we think legacy, we think family and those looking for us to leave something for them. And I want our children to look at us and say, well, my dad and mom handled themselves this way. They put this effect on people, or they left things better than they found them, right?
Yeah.
Because you can have all the money in the world and be an a-hole, right? So is that a legacy that you want to leave? You feel what I'm saying? So you got to sometimes detach yourself from the monetary and physical attributes of things.
And memories over materials. That's where we are.
For sure. I love that. What's some advice that you have for couples that want to build together, not just romantically, but professionally as well?
Yeah.
Get a good therapist.
That's it. That's it.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm
don't.
playing.
You ain't joking.
I'm not.
Because it's
That's
a
not
lot of people
the
think it's
only
taboo.
advice.
No, I know
No,
it's not. But
yeah.
a lot of people think therapy is taboo.
Right.
We
And
got
you-
kicked out of therapy.
Oh, that's fire. y'all was laughing too much. They like, man, come on.
We went. No, we went, and the lady listened. Because when you're in therapy, you think it's a safe space. You can let it all out. The things that you're like, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not even gonna bring that one up. But when you're in therapy, you get petty. You're like, well, what about when you did? Oh, for real? You're gonna bring that back up from 2001? So you get real petty, and you just go for it. And the lady, you want to tell them what she said?
Go ahead, say it.
You do it. It comes out better when you say it.
I've never said it. You've always been the one who
so
saying
I was saying. So at the end, she goes, wow, you two, I don't think you belong together. And we both looked at each other.
It was like, what?
And I said, and I don't think you belong in this business.
Oh.
Why would you tell someone that?
Ain't my man.
Why
Right?
would you tell me that? And then after we lit the flame and left the office, we're in the elevator going down, cracking up.
Yep.
And at the bottom, Mike is like, I think it just worked. That's her strategy. That's her strategy. She makes you fight for your marriage.
Right.
Yes.
Real. That's real.
But to answer your question or add to it, don't compete against each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because we get into relationships and you feel like, oh, he or she is making more than me, and I gotta catch up. You gotta be on one accord. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Has there ever been a time where something on set has spilled over into personal life?
Every day.
How you gonna say red and I said blue?
Don't let that camera fool you.
Every day. So there's a whole other show outside of Married to Real Estate. It's called HGTV After Dark. Y'all may never see it. It makes it on the editing room floor. That's the stuff they're like, that might be a little too much for our audience. And me and Mike are like, let it rip. Let's just, play it. But it's real marriage.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You just put yourself in front of 5 cameras on a daily basis in construction and design, dealing with clients in the heat of the summer. You tell me what that looks
I
like.
feel like y'all probably got the most realist reactions when it comes to each other because they have a couple shows on HGTV. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like y'all interaction is more so like,
Did you just say that? Did you just
real?
embarrass me on
Right,
TV?
right.
Did you really just say that?
You gonna do it right now?
Right.
Like, I feel like y'all interaction is so real. I feel like your big cousins or your family, like they like, you know, but you might cut up again. And I love that about y'all.
Thank you. We had fun.
Thank you so
Congratulations
much.
on this season.
Yes.
I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to see the trials and tribulations. Since y'all
Yes.
said it's the best season.
Oh, it's the best. You're going to absolutely love the homeowners, the stories, the designs.
Yeah.
I think this is our strongest. We
Yeah.
just really
Yeah.
brought it. Yeah.
Speaking of bringing it, you and JC Penney are bringing something.
Hey.
Oh, I like that transition.
Right?
You see how he did that with smooth? That's like a veteran. Yeah, so Indigo Road is my company. You know, we have a real estate brokerage, design firm, and home furnishings. But we just launched our soft goods in JCPenney's.
Congratulations.
300 plus
My mama love
JCPenney's.
that
They did not get rid of their DEI program. We're so proud of
Yeah.
JCPenney.
When,
Yes.
when and where is the tour?
Okay. Oh gosh, Erica.
End of May.
Yeah, but May. So I'm gonna just shout it out. May 20.
We'll be having in-store
Thank you. May 24th
Wait, 20.
from 12 to 1 at Mall of Georgia
5 to 6.
and 5 to 6 in Hiram, Georgia. Oh no, but we'll be in New York and we're gonna be in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Okay, how about this? How
Oh,
about
we're
this?
syndicated.
Check my social media.
There we go.
What's your social, Egypt?
Egypt Sherrod on Instagram.
Bam.
Yes, and on TikTok.
Bam. Yeah. I'm DJ Fidelf, DJ FADELF.
Keep it up.
In closing, I gotta ask this personality-wise. Right, I'll start with you, Mike.
Yeah.
If you could act in one of your favorite movies, what movie you acting in?
Oh, if I can act in one of my favorite movies, I'm gonna do Friday,
Which one?
Who you being?
the first one. The first one. I got.
who you?
Oh, I got to be somebody. I thought I could interject and be a new character.
Oh, you could be a new character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so he's gonna jump in.
I just want to jump in Friday. Being Friday, I be that DJ
like,
that
you
end
was-
up at all the
I was about to say,
events.
you were the one that fired Craig for stealing them boxes.
Yeah, that way. Mike fired Craig, bro. That's not the construction business.
Yes, that's good. For me, it's a split. Okay, it would probably be the Jumanji with Rock and Kevin Hart. That
was a good
That was a funny one. I just want to be there. You know when he did that one punch and he went flying and lost a life? It's like, every time I see that, I holler. I just want to see that. But also, Boys in the Hood. 'Cause I don't know why, because it's kind of stuck in my head. I always repeat lines from that movie. And when Morris Chestnut was running down the alley trying to get away, I just wanted to like drive the pickup car and scoop him up and block him. You know,
Like, I got you, baby
got
boy.
you. Back up your face.
I'll say this to add to it too. One that I always wanted to be in though was Juice.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the DJ in that.
Yeah.
I used
that
to
was a
watch
good
like,
one.
I want to be in that competition.
Oh, New Jack City, y'all.
Oh, see here what you started.
Yeah, you just started. New Jack City, come on. All right.
Yes. I'll tell you where you can find them on the TV ad, though. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock,
Yes.
HGTV.
Yes.
From Married to Real Estate.
Hey.
Posted on the corner.
Posted on the corner. On the corner. On the corner.